All right, Coach, we welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the New York Giants. One-loss team set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Sony Michel, his first carry, and he'll find some space up to about the 25. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
No, check. Patriot! Patriot! Over!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. Now a first down carry. It's Michel shedding the tackle. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. They'll check this one down to Michel. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Here we go.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a fourth down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this crowd loves it as their guys hold on the opening drive. Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll go on the ground. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give the tackle to Tease Tabor that time.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Tackle made there by Budda Baker.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
From the gun on third down, Clements. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
You got him. You got him. Hey, turn it up. Watch it now, Barney. Set. Green 39. Green 39.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Detroit! Watch it now, Barney! Here we go now! Blue 90!
They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with the football here as we begin quarter number 2. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
He'll get it up the middle. And he's going to bull his way into the end zone for a Giants touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Giants are in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. On 2nd down, Michelle. Nifty move there on the run, but ultimately brought down at the 25. Brendan Langley there to get him down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And the Giants ready to come out now. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice, that it all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
And they'll try the ground game here with a running back. And this will go for 5 up to the 33.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Detroit! Detroit!
And they'll run it here. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Detroit! Detroit! Now let's go! 319! 319!
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard. Line.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Now let's go! Green 39! Green 39! Gun! 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 Gun!
To throw on second down. Clements. Open man right side is Ingram. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
Looking to throw. Clements. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down.
He came very close to absolutely destroying their defensive strategy, didn't he? Broke some tackles and came very close to picking up a first down. They've got to wrap up better.
Indeed, but they were able to get him down before that marker.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun! 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 Gun!
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on fourth down.
All right, here we go. Green 39! Green 39! Here we go. Check it, boss. Check it, call.
From the gun, Clements. And that is going to be incomplete. The Giants go on fourth, but come up empty. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout.
Detroit! Detroit!
He'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, Clements fighting. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Jadeveon Clowney in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. Back to throw. Clements. He'll let it go. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Breanne Bonnie Calhoun. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw. Quick hitch, complete. It's Dawson. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Cardinals got to go quickly, hustling to the line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. They're going to try and throw. On the crossing route, complete. That's Dawson. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
Detroit!
Back to throw now on 1st down. He's going to look deep down the field. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit!
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. Doris Felton as the first half is winding down. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. Myers connects on the PAT. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
9 seconds to play, likely the final snap of the first half as it's 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down. Clements. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Detroit!
The final shot before break. Clements over the middle to Beckham. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. So thanks to the late touchdown, and just like that, on we head to half number 2. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Around the NFL, second quarter in Indianapolis. It's the Colts in that one that have grabbed the early lead. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Blue, landing.
And they'll go on the ground. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Green, 39! Green, 39! 36, 36! Hot!
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Clements forced out to his left. And an alley to run. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches.
Gun! Set! Blue, landing! Blue, landing!
They'll go with a keeper. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
They gain nothing, and all they need are inches. Usually we put this on the offensive line, but sometimes it's the quarterback's fault as well on the sneak. You've got to get low and burrow.
Usually we talk about O-line surge, their D-line surge leading to 4th. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
Back 99 Philly, here we go! Hot!
Now Foreman. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go now.
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Lucky 56. Detroit!
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
third down. Clements. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with him.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee?
Lucky 56. Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
They go play action here on first down. Going right side here, and that's complete. The 30, 20. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. A big play there on the catch and run. 69 yards. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now a pitch out to Michel. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Again, it's Michel. He spins free. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with third down coming up.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it first and goal. They come up in a 2 tight end look here. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal. Now this time he'll look to throw. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's third and goal. He'll look to throw. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. In for the score. And the Cardinals are in for 6.
Well, that's what I call an answer right there. They gave up a sack on the previous play, How about what they did to finish things off, turning it right back around?
That's the response, and that O-line feels a lot better now, don't they?
Yeah, without a doubt, because give up the sack in the previous play, that just hurts those guys because they never want to see their guy get hit.
Here's Myers now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! Set! Blue 90! Blue 90!
To throw again. Clements looking for his receiver. Sharp, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tease Tabor. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
A give. This is Michel. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Sony Michel, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cards use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Here's Myers now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Decent start to the drive there. Of course, they need the touchdown, 2-point conversion, and a field goal.
Yeah, those guys are into it. How about the guys on the sidelines? You see the coaches signaling, all the personnel groups up on the sideline, ready to go in and out of the game. They've got to condense their time now in order to try and get back into it.
Give them a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And a nice gain of 21 yards. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Clements, incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game. The Giants on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
And that last penalty makes this third down play a little more interesting. 3rd and 5.
Detroit!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This drive starts out on the ground with Michel. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. That good for 19 and a 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Giant rush gets home as down he goes.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
On the handoff, it's Michel. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays.
All right, now look at 56.
He'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. New York set to take the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, Is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. To throw on 2nd down. Clements over the middle. He's got his tight end Ingram. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. On 1st and 10, Clements flushed out right. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That goes for a gain of 31. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st down, Clements. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Clements. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Clements. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. So they took a shot there on 3rd down. Couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that'll make this an 8-point game. Well, that's one part of the equation. Puts him back within 1 score, but I'd be surprised if we don't see an onside kick coming up.
Yeah, I think you're probably right, partner. They've still got the 2 timeouts. But without that 3rd one, they can bleed a lot more clock on you. So how confident are you that the defense can hold them deep? I think you're exactly right. I'd line up and play for the onside kick here.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a 1-possession game. This one not fully over yet.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. On the ground is Michel. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. On 3rd down, Michel. And he'll take him down at the 31-yard line. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Here comes the Cardinals punter now as he's on to kick it away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Taken in at the 11. Spinning away. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. A fourth quarter score, meanwhile, from Kansas City. And the Bengals scoring again to extend their lead. A win would be their second on the young season. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. He's back to throw. He'll complete this to Ingram, his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So a decent game, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll look to throw. To Shepard, complete over the middle. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building. He'll look to throw. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late-game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Now one more shot at it. Obviously, again, they've got to go for the end zone.
Well, we've seen it happen before. How about Aaron Rodgers throughout his career? He seems to pull it off about every other week. But if I'm the defense, I'm rushing the quarterback and making him move away from his throwing arm. That makes it a little bit tougher to get it downfield.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for Arizona,
you.